So good evening everybody and welcome back to FTRL. It is our GT2 season finale and we are here at the legendary Mount Panorama or Bathurst circuit as we crown, or about to crown, our season 33 champions. 4 of the 5 titles are still up for grabs, including that all-important overall drivers title, where no less than 5 drivers could potentially walk away tonight as the overall champion for GT2 in season 33. First, they have the small matter of 50 laps around this legendary undulating up and down circuit, home of course of the Bathurst 12 Hours and the Bathurst 1000 legendary races, and the FTRL are going to try and add their own to it tonight. Cars are making their way up for qualifying as ever with our endurance races. 10-minute qualifying session ahead of us. Cars are making their way then, so I will go through the connotations for the championships as we get into the racing action later on. We've got about 50 laps, it's about 2 hours of racing ahead of us, and so plenty of time to get into the ins and outs of it. Waiting then for the cars to make their way around to the first lap. This though is the man that they are all chasing. He has been leading the championship I think since week 1 and has not been headed. He has had a season and a half, and he's the one they're all trying to catch them. But can he bring it home tonight then? It's heavily stacked in his favour. He's had such a great season. He comes into this week with a comfortable lead. Had a bit of a rough time last week at Dragon Trail Gardens as the drivers behind did eat into his lead, but he can take the solace of the fact that he wrapped up the Pro-Am Championship last week, so the first title is on the board. And then we'll go on board then for a lap of Bathurst. Up then to turn 1, this is Hell Corner. And then up the first of the long straights, the mountain straight. Stay up to the left hand side then. Power on the torque here will be critical. So over the crest we go. And then pick your braking point for Quarry Bend. Brake as late as you dare. Down to third gear, tuck in nicely. Using all the road then up then into the cutting, this high speed left hander before you brake hard. Or the second part of it. And then the car gets a little bit light at the back there, so head into Griffin's Bend. And then a Reed Park. The right hander nice and tight there as well, up against the wall through Sullivan Park into McPhillamy. Car bottoms out there, then throw it in up against the wall again as we head then towards Skyline. Starts to drop down then through the S's. And then watch the dipper on the left hand side there. Front wheel will be off the ground, car unsettled. So it now drops down towards Forest Elbow. Keep the car tight there. Open the throttle up as early as you can then as we head on to the Conrod Straight. Speed starts to build then down the hill as well. Over the crest again here. Well, now we will hitting our top speed as they head to the braking zone for the chase. Through the right hand kink. 172 miles an hour before hard on down the hard on the brakes, down the gears to under 70 miles an hour. And just Murray's corner left to go. On the brakes again, down to second gear, get the car tucked in against that curb, pick up the throttle, and across the line we go. First time on the board is a 2:04.6 from Zom. Mikey's bailing off into the pits, so Stoof will be across the line second. He does a 2:06.8. Derek is next up, he goes second. 2:06.1, but the minute Zom has set himself a very competitive lap time. Race Buster goes fourth as Joker goes second. So Mikey Jonesy, blue flag, deciding they were not happy with their first runs, gone for some fresh tyres. Nobby Norris goes fifth. As Glynn then pops himself into P7. Shocker coming to the line next. How is he going to get on then? Around the final corner he comes. First lap time on the board is a 2:09.7. What about Odon then? So Odon is one of the five in the hunt for the overall title then. So the five drivers in the hunt tonight. We have, of course, Zom, we've got Joker, we've got Blue Flag, we've got Jonesy, and we've got Odon. Now Odon is the rank outsider. He is right on the cusp. He needs to win this race. And he needs Zom to be right at the back. And I mean dead last, 15th. To have a chance then he goes second though. Good effort there from Odon. Great qualifying lap. Puts himself on the front row for the time being. Going on in the chat. But it's a long way back for Odon then. Jonesy is fourth in the standings, and Blue Flag third, Soka is second. And as I'm leading the way as Odon goes purple, he's sector one. AMG looking like the car to beat, as it has done all season. In fact, Dane has just gone into P9 with a 2:08.7. Okay, another lap then. Jonesy's got himself a 2-second penalty somewhere. He's out there. We've got Dusty Fossil and T. Smith filling in tonight. Dusty Fossil filling in for Beach and T. Smith filling in for Matman. So I'm then doing another 2:04.6 then, so good pace there. Derek has just improved his lap time. Let's go a little bit closer in third. He goes ahead of Joker, who does not improve on that lap. Steve also did not improve. Nobby Norris is diving into the pits with some fresh tyres. How's Glyn's next run going to be? Does he improve on his P8? He needs to find half a tenth to jump ahead of Face Potter. He does not find it, however. What about Odon? Let's keep an eye then on the AMG man. He was purple through sector 1. AMG track. I think every track's been an AMG track this season. He is 4 tenths up then, so Odon on course for pole position. Definitely Shocker improves into 2:08.6 there, so big improvement there from him. Good second lap. Let's keep an eye then on Odon. He is on course to snatch provisional pole. A little bit wide at the final corner. Is it enough though? The answer is, it is not. He comes at just shy of 2:04.7, less than a tenth away from pole. What a lap that would have been from Odon. Has just come up a fraction shy though, so Zom continues to hold on as Odon goes nearly over a quarter of a second quicker, or quickest in sector 1 again. So again, Odon trying to respond. What's Zom going to do? There's no point going to the pits now. In fact, Dane improves to a 2:08.3, stays in P9. Zom coming to the line. Does he improve? Not quite. Let's keep an eye on Derek. A little bit wide at that final corner. To the line there, a little bit down again. Joker trying to get a bit of slipstream from Stufer, who's currently leading the AM category in 5th. Joker not improving that time around. Monkey yet to get a lap time on the board. He's struggling, although it looks like he's going to get one this time. And his first time is a 2:06.4. That puts him P5, so he jumps ahead of Stufer. What about Blue Flag and Jonesy? Blue Flag out of the final corner. As Glyn improves with 2:07.5. Blue Flag goes only P9. Jonesy goes third with a 2:05 flat. We'll go back and find Odon. Oh, he's down. He's had an accident then, so Odon not improving on this lap then. Now, does he have? He has. Should have the time to get to the line to do another lap, but does he have the tyres to be competitive? So keep an eye on Jonesy and Blue Flag, also Joker. Blue Flag, another one in the title hunt, but he's going to need to improve on that P10. Stay on board with him for the moment. Of course, these guys all pitted at the end of their first flying lap. Now we're looking lively then through the S's, the twisty section there. Reed Park, Sullivan Park. McPhillamy. Oh, he's on the grass. Oh, that's going to be a big scary moment. He's gathered it up. He's still purple. Blue Flag kept his foot in. Now the car though on the. Oh, I got a half-second penalty. Oh, what a shame. Oh, he's sideways still. Still a bit of grass and tyres clip the wall. Blue Flag there ultimately committed. He will have to serve his penalty though on the straight here. He will serve his half-second penalty then. Let's see. Jonesy is 2/10 down. Now might be getting a little bit of slipstream there at the end of the straight from Blue Flag. That might help him in this final sector. Won't want it through the chase here. Oh, he catches the grass there with his right side of the tyres, unsettles the car just a little bit. Mikey goes up to 4th. Into the final corner. Still getting a little bit of slipstream from the car ahead. Can he put himself onto the front row at least? He charges to the line. The answer is no. He comes up just shy. Blue Flag goes 7th. Then she did improve despite that half-second penalty, but what might have been for him. What about Odon? How has his final lap been? Fuel has burnt off. Does look like he's still on it. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Comes to the line. 8/10 shy. No. So how he might rue that lap where he nearly got there. Lap 3. He was 4/10 up going into the chase. Just lost at that final corner a little bit there. What is going on? What is going on? So Zom has put himself then in pole position, both figuratively and literally, to wrap up this title. Then he will start Bathurst on pole for the race then. Odon then joining him on the front row. What have we got? Some big gaps in there, which has been unusual. There's little sort of packs of groups of cars together in that one. But the qualifying results then as follows. Zom then on pole by 82 one-thousandths of a second from Odon, AMG 1-2. Then come the pros, Jonesy and Mikey on the second row together. Jonesy in, of course, the title hunt as well. Mikey is not. Derek in P5, then Joker starts P6, and it's Nobby Norris in P7. He ends up then the AM class leader, so jumps Stuffer at the end, then Blue Flag starts only P8. With Stuffer behind him in 9th, then Face Potter in P10, Glint in P11, it's Dane in P12, Static Shocker in P13, Dusty Fossil is 14th, and T Smith P15 starting on the back then. So the title contenders, we've got 3 in the top 3, and then P6 and P8. So those are the ones we need to look out for then. The tyre situation goes out. What does everybody want to start on? Of course, as with the endurance races this season, each of the soft, the medium and the hard tyre must be used for at least one lap in the race. Let's get in then to the title connotations and what does it look like? So, as it stands then, Zom to win just needs to be P7. Anything above that is champion guaranteed, regardless of what everybody else does. So for Joker to win, Zom needs to be P8. If Joker wins, or 8 positions ahead. Blue Flag just needs to be behind. Jonesy can finish 4 ahead. You never know. I was going to say, the one thing that does work in Zom's favour tonight is, of course, because he's the lobby host, if he lags out, then, of course, the lobby will go with him. So he does at least have that certainty behind him. Right, so let's try and make this sentence. So if Zom wins or finishes in the top 7, he's champion regardless. If he finishes a Joker wins, Zom could be P8. P7 he'll win, P8 then Joker will be champion. If Blue Flag finishes behind Joker, he will beat him. And Jonesy could be a maximum of 4 ahead of Joker, and Odon could be a max of 7 ahead of Joker. So Zom needs to finish anywhere in the top 7 to be champion, 8th to beat Joker. So he can be 6 ahead. As we're saying with Blue Flag, Jonesy could be 12 ahead. Odon needs a miracle. Some mathematical miracle, but he is technically still in the hunt. Joker needs to win, Zom needs to be 7 behind him. He needs to beat Blue Flag, and Jonesy could be a maximum of 4 ahead, with Odon a maximum of 7 ahead. For Blue Flag to win it, minimum position P8. He needs to be 7 ahead of Zom. Joker needs to finish behind him. Jonesy could be 4 ahead of him, and Odon can be 6 ahead of him. Jonesy can only finish a minimum of 3rd to win the title. He needs to be 12 ahead of Zom, 5 ahead of Joker, 5 ahead of Blue Flag, and Odon. I don't always put NA because, well, I guess it means he can't win regardless. And Odon, ultimate position, he needs to win, and Zom needs to be 15th. And then the guys, Joker needs to be P9 or lower, Blue Flag needs to be P8, and Josie needs to be P4 or lower. So they are the connotations. Let's have a look. Let's look at standings as well, just to see how it looks points wise. Where are we? Standings. There we go then. Right. Where's the overall one gone? There it is. what Jonesy's doing here. The overall standings then Zom comes into this week leading the way on 322 points with 5 wins to his name. Then he's been the winningest driver this season. Joker is second on 304 with Blue Flag just a point behind him on 303. Jonesy is fourth on 289. Odon fifth on 282. We've got Face Potter P6 for 248. And it's Glyn in 7th on 211. Derek is 8th on 206. Mikey 9th on 199. Then Nobby Norris in P10 on 176. Stufa is 11th on 173. So those two battling for the AM honours overall. Matman is 12th on 168. Dane is 13th on 137. Beach is 14th on 133. Static Shocker is 15th on 86. In the category splits, so Pro, it's Joker leading the way then on 186. So he has got a comfortable 9-point lead over Jonesy. Then Blue Flag a further 5 points back on 172. So 186 for Joker, 177 for Jonesy, 172 for Blue Flag. Either of those of you that can win this, then again, with it being a endurance week, then 25 for the win. So Joker just needs to finish behind Jonesy in the category. Jonesy though needs to finish basically 2 ahead, so he'd need to win, and Joker would need to be 3rd in class, so we need Blue Flag to get ahead of him. And Blue Flag, meanwhile, we need to finish 1st and hope that Joker would only be 4th, so he'd need Mikey or Glyn to get involved. Title, meanwhile, apparently Mikey on 101 points is ahead of Glyn on 114 according to Jonesy's standings. Make of that what you will. Call Jonesy a retard. That's what I'm going to do. Scars then begin rolling away. Zom has already wrapped up the Pro-Am Championship on 205 with Odon 175, Face Potter 153, Derek on 122 and Matman on 95. But this race is go. Zom leading us off then for 50 laps of Bathurst. As they head up towards Hell Corner for the first time in the race, and it's the medium tyres for the race leader. Odon also on the medium tyres, as is Jonesy, as is Mikey, Derek as well, Joker, Nobby Norris has had a slide then, and Blue Flag is immediately on him. As they head up the hill and drag race between the Audi and the BMW, both of which are on the medium tyres. It's the hard for Face Potter, it's the hard for Glyn, it's the hard for Dane, it's the medium for Stufa, it's the hard for Static Shocker, Dusty Fossils on the hards, T Smith also on the hards. This leader's then heading up then to the cutting for the first time. Trying to get some heat in those tyres. Mikey on the attack of Jonesy. Joker has passed Derek as well. Oh, Dane's out of drama already. So he's only just got going again there. So Dane's race not off to the best of starts. No very colourful looking livery he's got on the car this week. Meanwhile the leaders then down through the S's. It's on there. A little bit ditch on the grass there. Drops the wheel into the dipper. They head then down towards Forest Elbow. As you were then, Joker making a bit of progress. Blue Flag on the back of Derek now as well, having a good start to his race. So up front then, Jonesy now on the back of Odon. He needs his teammate there to do him some favours. As meanwhile, yes, I've seen the logo that he's got on the car. We'll have a look at Carl's logo at some point. I believe it's a reference to a comment I made in season 23 about him. As Odon, meanwhile, lets Jonesy go. So the team green cars swapping positions early. Jonesy then trying to give chase to Zom, who will lead us around the first lap then. 1.5 seconds to the good already on the first lap. Derek is back ahead of Joker as well then, so Joker's had a moment somewhere that part of that lap. Nobby Norris is back ahead of Blue Flag as well, so both Audis having some dramas over the mountain. Looks like Derek is now Mikey now the man on the move. Mikey is closing in on the back of Odon. Just let his teammate go. And one we didn't touch on was the AM standings. Coming to this week, Stufa leads the way in the AM. So despite Nobby being ahead overall, Stufa leads the AM category on 184, 9 points ahead of Nobby Norris. So it's between those two for the title. Nobby needs to beat Stufa by a couple of positions. Beach is third on 146, just ahead of Dane. So Dusty Fossil trying to defend Beach is on it with Static Shocker on 98. Gap opening up then between Blue Flag and Face Potter, two pink cars. The Face Potter on the hard tyre, they're finding the wall. And that's brought Glyn and Stufa. And T. Smith, who's on the grass. Oh, and in the air. Dusty Fossil there as well. Static Shocker also now finding the grass there at... Oh, he's found the wall as well. Potter then just struggling a little bit on his hard tyres on this lap. Glyn there's serving a penalty, I think. Stufa goes through, as to T. Smith, as to Dusty Fossil. So Glyn there getting hurt by that penalty massively. Oh, Glyn's in the grass. Has he got a problem? Yeah, Glyn's got a problem, I think, with his wheel, perhaps. Hazard's gone on, I think he's paused, trying to find out what's going on there, but his car was not behaving itself. Up front, Zom's lead has increased on that lap, 2.6 seconds now. So Jonesy's charge is coming to nothing early doors. Going back on his teammates' tail, just Mikey there as well. There's Derek, Joker still hanging on. Nobby Norris still ahead of Blue Flag. So going defensive, Blue Flag will have to go all the way around the outside. At Quarry, and he makes it stick. Good move. Blue Flag getting it done for the second time. Can he hang on to it this time then, trying to pull away from Nobby Norris, who is currently leading the AM category wide there and into the wall. Joker meanwhile closing back in on Derek now. Both bringing back with Mikey as well, who's now just dropped away a little bit from Odon. In front, the gap has stabilised a little bit on this lap then. Jonesy not losing as much time. So, oh, who was that? That was T. Smith. They're getting sideways there and Face Potter wide. Now Glyn's wheel has disconnected. That's a shame then for Glyn, so his title is over. That immediately rules Owen out of the title then. So Owen can no longer win, so we've already lost then one of our title protagonists. So Odon is now officially out of the title running. Was already a long shot, now he can no longer officially win it. That's also one of the people that might have been able to overhaul Zom. So that also hurts a lot of them as Mikey's wide there at Hell Corner in the grass. So another wheel disconnect there. Similar circumstances to the Blue Flag which we saw at Le Mans. And here is now Derek is all over the back of his teammate as they round Quarry. Once again then, Somebody then up to 3 seconds. If he's under immense pressure, he's not showing it at the moment. 2:05.7, fastest lap of the race, and Jonesy, they matched him on that last lap, but he's had a better sector one this time around, so the gap is up to 3 seconds. Jonesy there pushing hard, he's right up against the curbs. I think Jonesy's biggest gripe is that had he not disconnected at Daytona, he would be right with Zom in the standings. very much under the radar. Only the one overall win to his name, Jonesy, but has been stacking up points regularly. Was obviously odds on for a good battle with Zom at Daytona, and before he disconnected a few laps from home. Potato internet he has in Stoke, fortunately, has cost him a shot at the GT2 title. We would have, I think, a much closer battle if not for that. Zom then new fastest lap of the race, 2:05.4. Jonesy 2:06.4 was second, lost on that then from Jonesy. Everyone still backing him up then. Mikey still ahead of Derek, who still got Joker right up behind him. But has not been able to find a way back ahead. He got ahead early on, but then lost it on the end of lap 1, and has been tucked up behind the Mercedes ever since. He's got good slipstream here up the hill, goes purple through sector 1. To the inside, down the inside into Quarry Bend, and Joker is trying to take P5, but Derek leans on him, puts him on the curb, and is able to hang on then. Good defensive drive in there. Bold move from Joker up the inside. Derek squeezed him, but Joker found a car's width. Derek then squeezing him to the curb and managing to hang on for now, but a signal of intent then from Joker. He is not out of this yet. Might be in vain for the overall, but he's still on course to win the Pro category title. McPhillamy down then into the dipper. Sky on the edge. Oh, the Audi back end there, big slide. That's not going to help those rear tyres. Right on the back of Derek then through Forest Elbow. Had a good exit again then. Joker has a good chance here. Getting in the slipstream of that AMG. Down the Conrod straight we go. Flash of the lights there from Joker. He wants through. He's going to pop to the inside. He does. As to get to the chase, he's got the inside line then. Will Derek have to relent here? I think he might do. They're going to try and go side by side. Derek's on the touching the grass. Has to back out of it there. Sensible driving from Derek. Good move from Joker. Back up to P5. Flash of the hazards there. Made it tough, but didn't make it impossible. Odon on the grass. Meanwhile, Jonesy is not living up to the pace of the man up front. So 2:05.6 last time around. Jonesy 2:06.4. So 8/10 again. Lost on that lap then. Let's look at the fuel situation then on lap 6 then. So 5 laps finished. And Zom is bang on half a tank. As it stands then, Jonesy a little bit over, a little bit better on fuel. Odon a little bit worse on fuel. Mikey pretty much equal with the race leader. Joker a little bit worse, but just under half a tank, and Derek a little bit worse still. So looks like Jones is the best on fuel in this front 6-7 blue flag. Well, he's finally cleared Nobby Norris, but has not been able to hang with the leaders. He's now 6 seconds off that pack in a bit of no man's land at the moment. Nobby Norris in P8, leading the AM category. T. Smith, who's filling it. Oh, T. Smith catches the wall. At the cutting, sliding the rear of that car around. And Stufer going well in P10 then. Dusty Fossil. Now let's have a look at this livery, shall we? I think somebody challenged him to have the most Australian car. I'm trying to look at the side of this car. Is that Dane in? I think that's Carl as a kangaroo. Is that Dane in his pouch? Picardi, you probably know. I'm looking at the kangaroo. Is that Dane in his pouch? Or is it Jeff? Incredible work as ever. Absolutely incredible work. You! Of course, crew chief, yep. Outstanding work. Outstanding work. Well, then there's been a change being off of P2. Odon is back ahead of his teammate. There's a Jonesy's now starting to struggle a little bit. The rear of that car sliding around. He's dropped back behind his teammate. Derek now also starting to struggle to live with the pace up front. Dropping nearly 2 seconds. Back from Joker, having been passed. Funny. Joker keeping Mikey honest, who in turn is keeping Jonesy honest. Oh, Jonesy having another tank slapper there through the dip of that Audi, is struggling over that drop. We're cautious about how the Audi would handle the bumps there. You can see the Joker closing in on Mikey then, so Mikey's had a bit of a poor run over down the mountain this time. So on to the back straight we go. Lap 7 of the race. Into the chase once again. 3 pro drivers all together. Jonesy, Mikey and Joker. Derek still in touch but just dropping away in blue flag. Just did his personal best last time around, a 2:06.3. It's the 2:07 flat from Derek. So blue flag is now starting to catch the AMG ahead of him. Hog's breath car there. Another good looking livery. Are we going to see it finish in the dark? I don't know, Fever, to be honest. Probably not the dark. It might get to dusk, but I don't think we'll go into the dark. Well, we know it's still going well in P8. T. Smith closing in on him. Meanwhile, Stufer still got Dusty Foss at the minute. Stufer is on track to win the AM category. No, he's not, because... no, he is. Yes, he is. Sorry, for the line. At the minute, he's on track to win it, because... Nobby Norris leads the category. He is second. Dusty Fossil's filling in for Beach, so he is technically third. So Stufer needs to stay ahead of Dusty Fossil to win the AM category. Of course, if he drops behind him, then Nobby Norris will go into the category lead. So T. Smith is irrelevant, so Nobby Norris, once he gets there, can afford to let him go, but it'd be nice to have that buffer between them. Still, of course, a long way to go. Pace Potter down in P12. Showing flashes of pace, but struggling a little bit on those hard tyres at the moment. Stan Shocker in P13. Still have Dane, who's still recovering from that opening lap drama he had at this corner. From though untroubled. On his way then, Zom leads by 6.1 seconds over Odon. Joker now up to 4th, though he's ahead of Mikey. So Joker's starting to make a little bit of progress. So he's on course to a win. Oh, we've lost Dane now as well, so it's another one out of the equation. Making the odds even longer for those trying to overhaul our race leader. Getting sideways then, Mikey over the grass. Pushing hard in pursuit, then we've gone board with Mikey for a lap around Bathurst. Then how's the dirty air affecting them over the mountain. Heading up then towards Quarry. Brake as late as you dare. Kind of hug the curve on the right hand side there. Joker riding that curve on the outside. Get over to the right hand side then. In the left hand, just lift through here. Get your car straightened up, then brake straight on. Joker's wide there, got on the dusty part of the track. Hangs onto the position there, but Mikey has closed back in again. They go around Griffins and then into Reed Park. And this is Sullivan. And then McPhillamy. Fast left there, took it against the wall. Don't run too wide there as he head then into Skyline. Into the S's. And then down through the dipper. Front left wheel off the ground. Oh, Mikey there just catching that curve and settles the car. A wobble then before into Forest Elbow we go. Pick up the throttle nice and early, aim at the wall. Car rotates nicely. And fires in and onto the Conrod straight. Same. To be fair, the one colour I struggle with around here is Forest Elbow. I just can't get my car rotated around there half the time. If anybody's got any pointers. Oh, who's that? That's Odon. Odon's been off then at the chase. Drops out a second. He's going to drop all the way down to fifth because Mikey's going to get him as well. Unlucky day. Yeah. So a mistake then from Odon, whose tyres are looking a little bit worse for wear. So bearing in mind that his fuel is on the red line, I think he'll be in this time around. What we've got ahead of us then, who's on? What then? Zom. He's looking fine in terms of fuel and tyre wear. Jonesy's rear tyre wear a little bit worse, as you would expect from the Audi. Joker's about the same, but Jonesy's in a better fuel position. Mikey's tyre wear's a little bit better, in fact, than both the cars ahead of him, so Mikey looking well after his tyre as well. Into the cutting we go. Odon. Yeah, front tyre wear got a bit worse. He's also the worst on fuel. Ooh, there's a big lag spike. Derek, a little bit better on tyres and fuel. So, there's the opportunity potentially to overhaul Owen here. Blue flag. Doing very well on fuel. Tyres looking okay. T. Smith now in P8. His tyres are fine. It's not the hard as you'd expect. So he cleared Nobby Norris, but that's fine for Nobby Norris because that's not his class, not his race. And Stufer in P10 then. Justy Fossil has dropped back a little bit. So Stufer's position at the top of the AM category is currently safe. Race Spotter in P12. And then Staffy Shocker. Personal best there through Sector 1. He heads up to Quarry. Right then, Zom is now on the red line. Are we going to see him peel off? Or does he have one more lap in the tank? The answer is he's peeling into the pits. Then comes Zom. Gets it slowed down. Rides the curbs. Into the pits he comes then. I imagine everybody here is going to follow suit. Now Jonesy might be able to go one more lap here, and I think he is. So Jones is going to do one more lap. Joker's in, Mikey's in. Don't overdo it into the pit entry, because if you cut the corner, you might get reset then. I think Odon's out of fuel. So Derek is definitely going to jump him, and Blue Flag's jumped him as well. Odon makes it into pit lane. T. Smith's got one more lap then, so the Audi's able to save more fuel. Nobby Norris also able to save fuel as well. He's going to get an 11th lap out of these medium tyres. Zom's short fueled. It's hard tyres for Zom. And he's going to come out just ahead of Nobby Norris. Into P4. So Zom taking his pain. Mikey's out on the soft tyre. Mikey's gone aggressive. He's ahead of Stufer as well. Joker is going to feed in with Dusty Fossil here. Hard tyres for him. Derek's on the softs. Odon still refueling. So Jonesy leads, but has not yet stopped. Zom looks like he's going to do a slightly shorter stint on the hards. Probably coincide that with his soft tyre stint and then go mediums to the end. In the commanding position. I'm going to tucked in behind him for the moment. Then Mikey, they've gone aggressive then. So Mikey could try and put a bit of pressure on Zom in this stint. If he can snatch track position away, that would be very handy indeed. So when he comes out on his hard tyre stints, then Zom's got to catch and pass him, which is easy said than done. How long do the soft tyres last? Not a clue, Fever, not a clue. The mediums seem to be fine. Let me look at the race leaders who are coming around. They've got 11 laps in, so I'd imagine 7 laps, 8 laps maybe to push. Let's say 6 or 7 laps, so I think it's going to be the normal then. So Josie in. Blue flag in. 8 seconds apart. Attacking the entrance there. T. Smith also in, then 1 litre of fuel for both of those guys. What's T. Smith got in the tank? Makes it to pit road. He's got 1 as well. So it's on then back into the lead of the race. Nobby Norris will pit. He's got 2 litres, Nobby Norris. Fuel saving god. So Zom leads. Mikey going through in second then. He is 6.5 seconds back. But now we're going to see what Mikey could do then on those soft tyres. The first thing he does is immediately drive off the circuit at turn 1. Jonesy's going to come out on the hard tyre just ahead of Derek. So Derek has gained from that earlier pit stop than Dusty Fossil. Dusty Fossil still going round. Looks like into 6th. T. Smith's come out in 7th, then Odon is 8th. He's back on the medium tyres, T. Smith on the hards. Blue flag's back on the mediums. He's going to be looking to try and reel in Jonesy. And Derek has made the move. So Derek on the soft tyres has passed Jonesy for 3rd. Mikey, meanwhile, has taken a 2.5 out of Zom. 6.5 was the lead at the start of the lap. It's already down to 5 seconds, and so Mikey is flying. Trying to put a bit of pressure on the race leader. Purple sector over the mountain then. Mikey in full attack mode. It's been a season where he showed superb pace. He was on pole last week. And his races went, what can I describe it as abysmally. They were slightly better than my races last week, but were not great indeed by his own form. Having put it on pole, I think his best result was maybe an 8th or a 9th last week. Maybe not even that good, but I think I maybe kind of. I don't think he got maybe more than 11th last week. So obviously all of his was to his own doing. At least mine, I got spun out in one of them. He is flying then. This should be the new fastest lap of the race. It is indeed a 2:04.9 from Mikey. Dusty Fossil then pits, having got 12 laps out of his tank. Using fuel like a mummy uses moisture. There is the race leader then, Zom leading as he's heading into the cutting. The gap behind is now down to 3.2. It's Mikey on a charge. Then around in Quarry. He's now nearly 3 seconds ahead of Jonesy. What happened to Joker? So Joker... What has happened to Joker? Joker had a drama somewhere because he's lost a lot of time. I think Joker's had an issue on his outlap, look. 2:47, yeah, I think Joker's had a drama on his outlap somewhere. Because he came out with Dusty Fossil, didn't he? Dusty Fossil was... what, ahead of Blue Flag? So yeah, there's been a drama for Joker. Audi, I'm not surprised that Audi's bitten him, especially on those hard tyres. I imagine it's not a lot of fun. Mikey's also had a drama somewhere on this lap because that gap, which was down to 3.2, is back up to 5.1. So Mikey's had a moment somewhere over the mountain. on the grass at the final corner. Yeah, 208.0 there for Mikey, so not utilising those soft tyres as best he could. He's got to do it all over again now. Perhaps that seems like quite a big time loss. So I would suggest perhaps a drama somewhere over the top of the mountain, possibly either McPhillamy or Skyline, the S's, the Dipper area. Smashed into it. He's done a Kelvin van der Linde and just smashed into it. No, it was the Mustang, wasn't it? The Mustang that smashed into the Kangaroo, wasn't it? At the Bathurst 12 hours. That's the one. Yep, Chris Mees. Ooh, Mikey sliding the rear of the tyre. I bet that's probably what happened last time around. He just didn't catch it. Flag down, we've got T. Smith hunting him down. Nodon tucked in behind them. Down the Conroy Straight we go into the chase. Hard on the brakes. T. Smith once again on the hard tyre. Blue flag on the mediums. Jonesy on the hard tyre, getting his pain stint out of the way now. 9 off the lead. Mikey back down to 3.8 behind Zom, but has used the best of those tyres up now. Zom, meanwhile, he's got clear track on his hard tyres. Yes, the Dunlop Straight spelled C-O-R-C-O-N-R-A-D. Through Sullivan Park into McPhillamy. Going a little bit lively over the curb there. Nice and tidy from Zom, who is stepping ever closer to that GT2 title. The reigning GT2 3 champion. He's going to go back to back as it stands. It's into Forest Elbow. Out of Forest Elbow onto the Dunlop in brackets straight. Now struggling to even match Zom's pace. Zom's actually pulled away a little bit, and that could just be the benefit of the car over the top of the hill. Land the 206.5, Mikey behind him. 206.2, so a couple of tenths back, but Mikey would hope to be getting a little bit more time behind Derek doing a 205.7. So Derek is closing on both of the cars ahead of him. The 207.2, so Zom is pulling away at the moment on the same tyre. Just emphasising that AMG's superiority. down through the S as we go for the 16th time through the dipper. MG looking planted, solid. Audi then on its last dregs of fuel, so Mikey likely to be in this time around. The rear of the car getting a little bit slidey there. Looks like still fending off T. Smith. Everyone giving chase as well, just keeping them honest. Norris in P8 continues to lead the AM category then, but the minute Stufer is on course for the title. Dusty Fossil now 11 seconds to make up on Stufer. Though Stufer has not yet used his hard tyres, so Mikey's in then from P2. As expected, Derek's got at least one more lap in the tank. We've probably got 2 laps in the tank, but maybe only 1 lap on the tyres. We'll see how they look at the end of this lap. Like he does have a fire gap indeed. Is it a fire gap, or is it just like the gap in between the legs of the ironing board? Are we classing that as a fly gap now? Do all ironing boards have fly gaps? On board with Derek as we go over the mountain to Sullivan Park. Down the car bottoming out there. Nice line there. Right up against the wall. Using those curbs into McPhillamate. Right up against the wall there. Just a bit of a lift there just to help the car stay on the track before through Skyline and down into the S as we go. Just got to be patient through here. Let the car settle after the dipper. Or down to Forest Elbow. Tight left-hander there. See the front tyres just have to give out there, struggling to get the car rotated as well now. Zom in fact is pulling away from Derek now at this stage. Derek has just gone onto the red line, so he's about 1.3 laps of fuel left. There you see Zom exiting the chase up ahead. The chase we goes. Are we going to peel up into the pits? We are indeed. So Derek is going to stop 1 lap later than Mikey, who's come up back in P4 and is on the soft tyre again. So Mikey double softing here. Still has a blue flag. T. Smith not able to catch it. In fact, Odon is catching blue T. Smith at the moment. Derek then onto the hard tyre now, so he's not following his teammates' example. Double soft stinting. Shofsh. Jones is losing another second a lap at the minute to Zom. Now, the interesting thing that is developing is the battle for the pro category. Because with Joker now technically in P4 in class. That then is swinging in favour of Jonesy, who is leading at the moment. As it stands then, Jonesy will be winning the pro category, so Joker's got some work to do. Blue flag in fourth, Mikey in third, Jonesy is second. At the minute, Jonesy is now leading the pro category. Stufer still leading in AM. Zom has already wrapped up pro ammo and at the moment sits in the overall winning position then as Zom pits then from the lead. So Zom going a different strategy here. Because he's gone slightly shorter stint. Jones has gone and filled the tank up. So for the first time this evening, we have a new race leader. There we go. Jonesy leads the race for the first time. So like, because Zom pitted early, didn't he? So we had Jonesy led before. So yeah, Jonesy leads the second time. So that's, yeah, so just two people led this race so far, Zom and Jonesy. Zom coming back out on the medium tyres, and he's going to come out right alongside Owen, who's going to have the momentum here. So Owen will get through. So it's P6 then for Zom. Zom now has a bit of traffic. Owen's got a little bit of fuel left in. Tyres looking a bit worse for wear. T. Smith's also got plenty of fuel and tyres, so he won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Blue flag has eased away from this group ever so slightly. Mikey then trying to give chase down to Jonesy. Wasn't able to catch Zom. But different strategies playing out then, so Zom is going to look like he's doing potentially an extra stop here. He's now round the back of Odon as they head through the dipper. Into Forest Elbow, then Zom right on the back of Odon. Odon is just out of slip range of T. Smith, but he will probably be in slip range in a second. In fact, Odon's going defensive here. Well, if I was him, I'd be getting the slipstream from T. Smith. I want to try and fend off Zom. Oh, 100%, you can't neglect the balls. To lap 20 we go then, so 2/5 race distance into Hull Corner we go. So I'm happy to just sit in behind for the time being. Owen will be on his in lap now. See, he's just ticked over onto the red line of his fuel, closing back in on T. Smith again. That goes purple through sector 1 though with that slipstream. Zom I think happy to just let him get away at the moment. What can Odon do about T. Smith? Now technically these two are battling for class points, as is Zom, in fact, because T. Smith covering for Matman, so he's in for Pro Am tonight. See that dirty air and the tyre wear there, meaning a big lift there through. Griffin's Bend. Into the S's we go for the 20th time. Zom tucked it right behind us in the mirror. T. Smith just ahead of us. Trying to find a way through on what will be his in lap. He should make it to the pit lane with some fuel this time, provided he remembers to pit at the end of the lap. This is there you can see blue flag just heading up over the crest and under the bridge. Oh, interesting there, big lift there from Odon. Clearly doesn't want to be too close to T. Smith in the braking zone. Maybe he's trying to back Zom up a little bit, maybe even for Jonesy's benefit. So now we'll peel off to the left. AMG then out of P5, Zom will go through and quickly latch onto the back of T. Smith. Blue flag still in third. Fairly consistent lap times. Best for 2:06.1 at the moment. Mikey has got the gap down to Jonesy to 5 seconds, but Jonesy's pace is okay. They took 2 seconds out of him that lap though, so he's taking some good points out of him. Good time out of him, sorry. Who's my money on for the title tomorrow? I haven't actually looked at the GT1 standings for a while, so I don't even know who's where. I guess it's between Rob and Rose. That's an indictment of how my season's gone. I haven't even looked at the standings. Rose and Rom tied. Oh, interesting. I mean, based on this circuit, I think Rose is probably going to be the favourite. But I think Sean can definitely play a factor tomorrow, because we know how SPY is an absolute beast around here. So even the 2019 Audi, they still sound like a bit of a handful. Oh yeah, 100%. 100% you were about to score me. I started the season alright, and then it just fell away. It started to go wrong, and I haven't really practiced much for this season, so I haven't even done any practice this week yet, so I'm going to do that after this race. So my head is not currently in this. I need to get back on it. So Jones is then going to go around for at least one more lap. Mikey goes in the gap down to 4 seconds. 2:07.3 from Jonesy. 2:06 flat, then so 1.3 seconds that time around. Mikey took out of Jonesy's lead. Blue flag. Zom has passed T. Smith meanwhile. That's right. T. Smith has been passed on track by Zom. T. Smith washed, confirmed. Derek then in P6 then. Novinara's not far behind him. Stufer still in position to win the AM category. He's now on his in-lap, on P9. He's now on the soft tyre. The Dusty Fossil on the hards again. Joker's now pitted, he's on the softs. But has that drama he had after his first stop cost him the pro title? At the moment, it's going to Jonesy. But we're not even halfway through this race yet. It's because you got a MacBook Pro and you walked into a mirror today, that's why you've got a quality ban for this week. Joker now closing in on Dusty Fossil. I think Dusty Fossil went this too hard from now. Joker's got so much more speed there, and corners on the soft tyres compared to the hard tyres on Dusty Fossil's car. But this should be a fairly straightforward overtake then. I don't think Dusty Fossil will make this too difficult. Again, Owen there, just a little bit of lag there. I thought Owen was going straight on then, but no, just a bit of lag in the lobby, so to keep an eye on. Jonesy pitting from second, so Derek has gone through. Novinara is also in fact, so it's T. Smith and Blue Flag, and Mikey. And Josie's come out nose to tail with Mikey then, so Josie back onto the mediums. It's the hards for Mikey. So he did close down on Josie on that final lap. Mikey's also short fueled. good people like that. So it's done then, starting to get lower in the sky. It's going to be affecting just a couple of corners as the sun starts to get low. And some of the braking zones looking for apexes might be a little bit difficult there, but makes this look superb. Som leading the way then. 10 seconds behind him. He's got about a quarter of a tank then, so he's got a few laps left in him yet. Jonesy starting to put a bit of time to Mikey now. We're going to go well in P5. He's back ahead of Blue Flag and of T Smith. We've now got Joker all over the back of him, so but Joker sliding the back. Joker on the soft tyres, T Smith on the hards. Joker then right on the back of T Smith, then gets the inside line for Murray's corner. Can he do him on the brakes? Not quite. T Smith brakes late. More words going off in the chat now between Aaron and Pagani over who won that title, where Pagani pipped him on the line. Joker having a good exit out of turn one then. This time you feel should get it done. Out the slipstream he goes. At the inside then for Quarry. Down with better tyres on the inside. Gets the move done then. Blue Flag just ahead on the hard tyre then. So at the moment, oh, Blue Flag in the wall. Again, we've seen that happen a couple of times for a couple of drivers. Oh, a half-second penalty for his trouble as well. That seems like an odd one to give. Pagani, please come back. I want that bet taking. I need that bet. I need to see unsafe by Aaron, a Chinese fly. Oh my god, imagine. Blue Flag struggling on these hard tyres, and then Audi not enjoying that over the day again, twitching the back of the car. Into Forest Elbow. Joker's soft tyres though looking okay at the moment, so you shouldn't have any issue getting this move done. Blue Flag about to serve his half-second penalty, so he will lose out to Joker for sure. He might hang on for T Smith here. Yeah, he's going to get back in front of him, so just the one place lost. As it stands, Jonesy's still on course to win the pro title. Joker needs to be second in class. We've got different strategies playing out now though, so Joker might be a bit of work to do at the moment. He's making up some time. Everybody on different strategies. Oh, you've seen. Up front then, we are at the halfway point, and this man is well on his way to wrapping up this GT2 title. He's just done a personal best, fastest lap at 2:05.2. Forgive the fact that he's abandoned his team colours for this week. Part the purple team, there's no purple on that car. Derek having a bit of a drama there through the S's. Norris still going with a P9. Stufer, though, on course to win the AM category still. Dusty Fossil not making any headway, still 11 seconds back. Norris will need Dusty Fossil to get ahead of Stufer. Pace Pot having a fairly anonymous race as well, showing flashes of speed this season. Oh, he's caught the wall there. He's in the gravel at McPhillamy. Gets out of it, trying to get down Skyline. A mistake there from Face Potter. T. Smith has got ahead of Blue Flag. The line's starting to come on now on the cars then as the sun sets. That shocker then getting out of the way there. Nicely done. On board with Blue Flag then, trying to chase down T. Smith, both his cars on the hard tyres at the moment. See how hard it is to get the car turned in there, dirty air, as well as the hard tyres. Of course the temperature will be dropping as well now, so the circuit will be colder, less temperature to switch these hard tyres on. Of course the long straights as well will cool these tyres down a little bit. See Blue Flag almost rolling down the hill there. It's so easy there. It seems so long to get the car turned to pick up the throttle out of the Forest Elbow. Odom pits from fourth. So his charge after Mikey has come to an end. More because of his tyres and his fuel. I think he maybe put a little bit too much fuel in for that stint. Joker then promoted to fourth. But at the moment is still on course to get pipped by Jonesy. He needs to get ahead of Mikey. He's ahead of Blue Flag. Glyn's out of the race, of course, with a wheel disconnect earlier on. Round of quarry we go, up to the cutting. Giving chase then, Derek in P7. Is fourth in class at the moment then. T. Smith, I think he's got that man ahead of him. Odon's second. Oh no, he's not. Sorry, he's back up to third in class, isn't he? Because Odon's behind him, having just pitted. Back onto the soft tyres, interestingly, for Odon. So Odon's gone to aggressive strategy. Stufer, meanwhile, is pulling away from Dusty Fossil. I don't know. I don't think Odon has quite mastered the art of running on a slightly less full tank on soft tyres. And if you're listening, you don't want to fill the tank on soft tyres, mate, or you'll burn them out quickly. It's catching Norris, who is on the hards at the moment. chase these two come. Just doing a pit then off of the soft tyres. Odon thinks about a move into turn one. Not quite able to get through. So Odon has 3 wins to his name this season after a double at Sardegna and a win at Interlagos as well. Really breakout season for him, getting the move done then on Nobby Norris up the mountain straight. And that's P7 taken back. Jerking out on the medium tyres, so he has now done his full quota of tyre compounds. Now, interestingly, Stufer has lost some time on that lap. A mistake from Stufer on that lap, a 2:15 flat. Dusty Fossil doing a 2:08. That's just brought Dusty Fossil into range for Stufer. So the AM title battle is not over. A minute the Pro one's still going the way of Jonesy as it stands. Zorman then in from the lead. He's got this race well under control at the moment. Jones then into the lead for the 3rd time tonight as it's on pits, but Zom's come out just 4 seconds behind him. Mikey now just 5 seconds behind Zom, who's out on the soft tyres, so Zom's now doing his soft tyre stint. Should see him pull away from Mikey and close in on Jonesy as well. Jonesy been lapping fairly solidly, 2:05 a minute, 2:05.8 last time around. See now what Zom can do time-wise. Let's go on board then with the champion-elect. Let's see what he can do then. Mikey currently holding the fast lap, the 2:04.9. Into Quarry Bend we go then. All the truck then is head up towards the cutting. Through that, then through Griffin's Mound to Reed Park, then Sulman Park, and the crest into McPhillamy. High speed there, car starting to understeer a little bit there, getting Bit of dirty air then into Skyline and down the hill. Purple middle sector then attacking the S's there on these soft tyres. Enjoying these while they're fresh, giving him plenty of grip. Then through the dipper we go. Down the hill then towards Forest Elbow. We're almost caught up to Jonesy. I think has resigned himself to not being in title contention in this one, but at the moment is on course to win the pro category title at least. Some consolation for him. If not for that disconnect at Daytona, where might he have been half a second purple through sector 3, through the crossing into the chase we go. Right on the back of the green Audi. Into Murray's corner, the final corner. Get it straightened up, firing out the corner. I think Josie's going to let him go here. Purple at that 2:04.2 from Josie, and that was Andrew Jordan on Gordon Shedden in, was it 2017, Pagani? Remind me? Was it 2015 maybe? The year that Jordan was in the MG, just indicated and let flash through. Keith Smith in third currently. Blue flag in fourth as Mikey Pitts then off of his hard tyres. So it's going to go through. Comes Odom. Robin Norris in 8. Joker try to close him down again. He's back on the medium tyres, of course. Robin Norris on his hard stint. Nothing solid there. Mikey on his way. Just in front of Robin Norris, but behind Odom. Odom on the soft tyres, so Fossil then, that gap to Stufer is down to 3.8 seconds. And Stufer in the 209s at the minute. Was it 207s, so that off he had on like 27. Has that just disrupted his rhythm a little bit? Is the AM title about to swing in favour of Nobby Norris? Oh, Stufer's having a slide. Then just looking a little bit ragged. Always caught the wall as well. Stufer is just out of rhythm. Always right into the curb there through McPhillamy as well. And Dusty Fossil edges closer. Now then into the S as we go. Chance to sell the car. A little bit wide there through Forest Elbow, gap down to 2.8 behind him. Dusty Fossil is closing in. Robin Norris up the road. Can he get his groove back again? A lot of racing is rhythm. When you lose your rhythm a little bit, it does affect you. Oh, static shock over there getting out of the way. He's around the grass, so can't fault him for getting out of the way as best he can do. Gap behind 2.5. Dusty Fossil on a bit of a charge here. 10th off his personal best lap that time as well. Gap now 1.8 seconds, and Dusty Fossil is about to make this AM category battle a little bit more interesting, I think. Pressure ramping up then. Stufer is feeling the pressure behind. Again, 209.7. When I was doing 208.8 on his hard tyres, Joker's just caught him. Zom is now coming. Zom now is coming around to lap his arch nemesis. Way spotter than now. These two have had some runnings this season and previous seasons. Zom, I think, will enjoy putting a lap on him. Way spotter than having to get out of the way. I think Zom actually could have enjoyed that a little bit. Already has the fastest lap of the race. Goes purple through sector 1 once again. So the fuel burns off. Tyres a little bit worn, but still giving him good grip through sector 1 at least. Nice and tidy line there through the cutting. Through Griffin and Reed Park. Sulman and McPhillamy up to Skyline, round the curb there, leaning on it. Zom is pushing hard, just under 2/10 off his personal best, but on worn tyres. It's good pace there, through the dipper he goes. Night really started to come in now, lights ablaze. Down the Cromwell Straight once again, getting ever closer to wrapping that title up. Josie will be in this time around then from P2. That's fairly opened up at the moment, and Joker has passed Nobby Norris and is now clear. Nobby Norris will be in this time around, getting his hard tyres out of the way. While Stufer has just responded to Dusty Fossil a little bit. He's got that gap pegged, but this is his in-lap. Dusty Fossil will be carrying on. As Jonesy pits from P2. Odon got himself a second penalty then, so Odon now on the hard tyre. Did medium to start the race. Has done soft to soft, now doing the hards. Sorts of slidey then over the mountain. Static Shocker also on his in-lap. 2 rounds Forest Elbow. So I'm also coming to the end of his soft tyre stint then. Currently leading by 40 seconds then. Jonesy back out on the medium tyres then. He'll have one more stop to make. I think he still has to use the soft tyre, which he'll be finishing the race on. And as the night rolls in, Joker's wide there in the dust on the outside of the cutting. Reed Park into Sullivan. And McPhillamy tied up against that wall. Run over the grass. Oh, he's on the grass. Oh, Big Tex Leper saves it though. Through Skyline. He's going to be gathering it up though, still through the S's. Bit of grass in his tyres, back end drifting. Lifts the wheel into the dipper. T Smith just tucked in behind him. T Smith now on the soft tyre, so now we're going to now see what T Smith can do. This is an out lap though, so won't be a representative time this time around. Zom pitting from the lead. He'll flag himself a second penalty. Again, P7 there. There's Dusty Fossil in P8 then. David on P9. Nobby Norris P10. Stu for P11. So the minute Dusty Fossil leading the AM category. Different strategy then, about 16 seconds ahead of Nobby Norris. He's 18 clear of Stuper, so Nobby Norris doing all he can. Let's go on board then. Shall we with T. Smith. Pagani reckons mid to low 203s. We have got a car ahead of us, and it is night time. T. Smith then going 5 thousandths quicker through sector 1. See Joker there right on the outside line. Despite running P4, overall Joker is still not in a position to win the pro category. Where he stands, he needs to get ahead of Mikey. So it's 25 points for a class win in the endurance, 20 for second and 15 for third. He's got a 9-point lead, I believe it was, over Jonesy. And Jonesy will be getting 10 points, so at the minute Jonesy is on course to win the pro category. Smith then about 4 tenths up on this lap. He's now right on the back of Joker, so definitely not going to set a purple lap now. He's caught some traffic. Just clip the wall there on the exit of the Forest Elbow. Does he have the momentum to get the move done? Pops to the inside then as they head towards the chase. Does Joker fight it? The answer is no, he does not. Drops in behind. T. Smith up to 4th overall. Just the lights are blinding through the rear mirror of the car as Joker's headlights. Last one through the final corner he comes. And what will this lap time be from T. Smith? 205.8 is his personal best by 7 tenths of a second, nearly 8 tenths of a second. But now he's got a clear track. Let's see what T. Smith can really do. Tyres are now up to temp. Personal best through sector 1. Through the cutting we go. Just a slight clip off the wall there. Through Griffins and Reed Park into Sulman's corner. Joker hanging on onto the back of here, so he's not dropping him. McPherlamy nice and tight there up against the wall. Over Skyline we go. Again 6 tenths personal best as he drops into the S's. Through the dipper he goes. Right up against the wall. And down a couple of gears then, tucked in tight to the apex there at Forest Elbow, runs up against the wall on the exit. Fires it then down the Cornwall straight. See Mikey's lights there in the distance as he heads up towards the chase. Again, another 8 tenths up on his personal best. Into 204s, and Zom's now got 203.8. So Zom's taking the fastest lap of the race into the 203s. .48 there from T. Smith, and almost a second up on his previous best as Joker pits from P5. T. Smith sliding out of turn 1 there. So Zom's lead, having just done the fastest lap of the race. Now through the dipper he goes, and he is catching face Potter again, I believe. Also has a half-second penalty. It's terrible, isn't it? Into Forest elbow we go. Pace Potter will go to get out of the way. You've got a half-second penalty to serve it as well. So Zom leading on lap 37 by 19.5 seconds over Jonesy. Jonesy is 7 seconds up on Mikey, who had a good race. He's going to have some troubles this season, but not one of the toughest tracks, especially in that car. Mikey going very well in P3. T. Smith is currently P4. Blue Flag P5. Derek in P6 and Joker P7. He's ahead of Odon, who's on the hard tyre stint at the minute. Nobby Norris is in P9 and still leading the AM category then. Stufer is 10th, but Dusty Fossil is right behind him, and Dusty Fossil is on the softs. So Stufer on the hard tyres, Dusty Fossil on the softs. This could definitely affect the AM category title battle, because Nobby Norris is leading the way. If Dusty Fossil can get ahead of Stufer, then Nobby will take the lead in the championship. Stufer currently leads, but a 2-position difference between the two would be enough for Nobby Norris to overhaul Stufer. So Stufer needs to defend this as best he can. I feel like Dusty Fossil might be using the soft tyres now to the end, which might mean an extra pit stop though, so we shall see how that plays out. Car's getting a little bit loose then down through the S's. Even trickier to see in these conditions with light diminishing. Dusty Fossil has got through, so that with that move, Nobby Norris takes over as the championship leader in AM. So can Stufer respond? Might it come down to an extra pit stop that Dusty Fossil has to make then? We've got 13 laps to go. Dusty Fossil may only have to make one more stop, to be fair. Now Stufer might want, I say might want to, once he gets into the window to make his final stop, get into the pits early and get onto the medium tyres and give himself a chance to overhaul Dusty Fossil. Pace Potter, quiet night for him. Maybe not gelling as much with the circuit as we've seen him in previous weeks. Definitely been a star in some of the sprint weeks. Hasn't quite got his endurance form together just yet, but we've seen a big improvement from him this season. Getting close to that elusive race win. Heading up the mountain straight then into Quarry. Lights are flickering then into the foreground through the cutting he comes. Oh, he's a little bit wide, he's caught the wall. Just about though, gets it turned through the cutting. The wall there as he comes through Repark into Sulman. Oh, big hit in the wall there, big hit in the wall. A little bit wide there through Sulman. Clips the wall before McPhillamy. And over the skyline into the S's and into the cutting. Then Jonesy closing in now behind him. Oh, it looks like Pace Potter will be on an in-lap. Ticked over onto the red line on his fuel. Get over those medium tyres now. He is potentially in the window to get to the flag. He might have to do a bit of fuel saving to do so. So we'll see what he's got. That shocker there getting out of the way of blue flag. Up front then, Zom is well on his way. 10 laps to go. We're on lap 40 of 50. See steps ever nearer to that title. Back-to-back titles, GT3 into GT2. Interestingly, Face Potter's gone round again. Must be confident he's got at least one more lap of fuel in there. We saw his brother earlier on run out of fuel coming into the pits. Face Potter now will get out of Jonesy's way. Jonesy then powering through. T-Smith has then got Mikey now chasing him down. T-Smith on the soft tyres. In fact, T-Smith has caught Mikey. T-Smith is though due his next pit stop now with 10 laps to go. Don't think he's going to get the softs there, so T-Smith is going to have to do 2 soft tyre stints or go back into the hard tyre. Of course, being a standing driver, he can't use the mediums. This blue flag is in the pits as well. Yeah, been a solid performance from Mikey tonight. Mikey has already used his soft tyres, so he can go to the mediums to the end then. He'll be on his in lap. So both these drivers will be in. So the question is what T-Smith go on to tyre-wise. Right, for his elbow go, Mike just clips the wall there, but that's okay. It's on pits then from the lead. That will be his final stop of the season. Jonesy drifting out the final corner then, about to retake the lead of the race. T-Smith pits, Mikey pits as well. So has gone aggressive then. He's got himself back ahead of Derek, which could be critical. Blue flag on the medium tyre, and he's just pitted, so blue flag's now good to the end. Bird on pits, getting off of those hard tyres. I imagine it will be the mediums for him to the end. But Nobby Norris then, as it stands, will be the AM champion. Stufer is in the window. Is he going to pit and get off of those hard tyres? Has he used a soft tyre yet, is the question. Can't remember if I've seen him on the soft tyre or not. If he has to use a soft tyre, he's going to have to wait a couple more laps. If he has used them, he can pit for the mediums. But at the moment, Nobby Norris is going to overhaul him. There's the gap, 7.4. Final stop made. He's on his way. Zolman has completed his final stop of the race, his final stop of the season. He's on, back on the medium tyres then to the end of the race now. Joker looking to move on Mikey into the chase in the dark. Go right to the edge of the circuit there. Joker on the soft tyres, Mikey on the mediums. T. Smith's come back out, he's down the hards again. So P3 overall is there for the taking for both Mikey and Joker. Joker needs it if he wants to hang on to this pro title category, because at the minute it's in the hands of Jonesy. Mikey 47 seconds behind, and that will be more than enough for Jonesy to get his final stop done. He's going to be coming out on the soft tyre as well. Oh, he's off the curb though, Mikey. Looks like they're getting all sorts of sideways then out of quarry. Out through Griffin Bend. Going 6 seconds ahead of him. And there's a little face potter then. It's like near an AMG, but couldn't tell who it was. Getting out of the way there. Out of Silver Park. Yeah, we're struggling a little bit. The cold temperatures will definitely be hurting anybody on the hard tyre, that's for sure. Look at namely this man here, who's having to do the hards to the end. Joker has got ahead of Mikey. Oh, Mikey's had a drama because Mikey's back behind Derek. So Joker doing all he can to try and salvage this. He's currently in position to reclaim the pro title lead. But he's got one more stop to make. And Mikey and Blue Flag aren't a million miles away. Bobby Norris on course for the AM category win. As well, Stufer needs to overhaul Dusty Fossil. These front two are so far clear. Jonesy picked this lap. I think he's in the window. He might go one more just to be sure. Although we have seen that tyre wear does tend to be a little bit more favourable at the end of the race, because I think the track kind of rubbers in, even though it's not like a mentioned function of this game. Tyre wear is definitely better at the end of a race. In the endurance, and we'll see what he does. The answer is he's going to play it safe and go one more. We'll leave him just 6 laps to do on those soft tyres at the end. Zon, meanwhile, can see that race end getting nearer and nearer. Then on to lap 44 he goes. Now just 7 laps away, including the one he's on. Flash of the lights. T. Smith then still holding off Joker, whose tyres are looking particularly second hand then, but Joker I think will be in this time around because those tyres probably won't want to do one more lap, especially the rears. And Joker peels off into the pit lane. He comes attacking the pit lane there. Derek also pits. And Mikey on the medium tyres. Blue Flags on the medium tyres. They're going to go through. Joker still trying to get to his pit lane then. Get some soft tyres on and see what he can do at the end of this race then. Bobby Norris then coming down to Murray's corner. a bit wide there, but it's okay. He's got plenty in hand over Dusty Fossil. That said Dusty Fossil. I say Dusty Fossil's in the pits actually, so that will help his cause. Stufa meanwhile, Stufa pit man, get on the soft tyres. Derek pits out onto the soft tyre. Here he comes. Dusty Fossil, I imagine, will also go back onto the soft tyre. Static Shocker also onto the soft tyre then, make his final stop. Jonesy still leads, but he peels off into the pits to make his final stop then. He'll be out on the soft tyre to finish the race. Zom then will come round and retake the lead. With 6 laps to go. Smith on for a podium. Can Mikey chase him down? I see at 2:13 on lap 42. And suggest there was an off. It's cost him some time. Looks like a P5 Joker, 15 seconds to make up. Then it's a long way to go. Again, Joker's come out on the medium tyre. I thought he would have gone for the softs. Softs would have got him to the end. You can see there, blue flag heading under the Dunlop, not Dunlop tyre, the, what is it here? Armor that's it, the Armor bridge. Again, yeah, strange tyre choice there. I think it was Fuji as well, where he kind of stumped me with when he pitted for the mediums late on, where everybody else went onto the soft tyres. He pitted a bit early and went back onto the medium tyres, and was then caught and passed by a couple of the drivers, which could make all the difference in this battle. Might have given him a bit more leeway, but I think that off he had after his first stop on the hard tyres might have been the nail in the coffin, because he's not been able to get back on terms with either Mikey or Blue Flag, who he needed. I don't know, I still think the soft tyres wear better at the end of a race, especially with it being cooler now as well. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye on Jonesy, because Jonesy pitted for softs, so let's keep an eye on how his tyres look at the end of this race. Will Wan Zom won from P1 to claim title number 1. What would Wan do if Wan could Wan wanted to? Important questions. Well, everybody has sort of spread out. Stufa has pitted, he's now on the soft tyres then, but Stufa needs a mistake from Dusty Fossil, or for Dusty Fossil to catch Nobby Norris. Nobby Norris has not put a foot wrong tonight. He has been superb. Look at the consistency of his lap times. 9.7, 8.8, 8.9.3, 9.3, 8.8, 9.3, 9.5, 8.8. He's now on the soft tyre as well. Give him a little bit of impetus as well. Just to grip, just to hang on there. There is Dusty Fossil. I said into the chase. Dusty Fossil 6.8 seconds behind him. Steve pushing hard, trying to catch up, and he's a mistake from either Nobby Norris to let Dusty Fossil catch him, or from Dusty Fossil to catch him himself. Lap 46 then for the man leading the way. Now just 4 and a bit laps from home. And then down to the final corner, Murray's corner. Complete lap 46, 47, 48, 49 and 50 to go. We are a fraction over 8 minutes left of the season. Title is now all but Zom's. Mikey then has had a drama because blue flag has caught him. So Mikey's had an off then. So Mikey, who was chasing T. Smith for a podium, now is trying to hang on to P4. Blue flag looking on the left side into the chase. Got a battle on our hands then at the death. If these two take each other out, then Joker might have a chance. Let's see. Normally it would be blue flag with a firm defence. This time it's going to be Mikey's resolve tested. Up the mountain straight we go. Under the bridge then into Quarry Bend. Second gear, hug the curb on the right hand side, drift out to the left there, touch that curb on the left hand side, then back over to the right hand side for the cutting. Double apex and in and straighten the car up. Apex again. Oh, Mikey with a slide as they enter Griffin Bend. Now up through Reed Park, Mikey just clapping the curb on the right hand side there. Into Sulman. Through the dip there, over the curb. Right up against the wall, Mikey clips the wall and just before McPhillamy. True. Then into Skyline, then down into the S's, the back of Blue Flag's car getting a little bit shaky there. Through the dip at Mikey's wide. Blue Flag attacked it, the car gets unsettled and he's all over the back of him now. Looks to the left hand side, the inside for Forest Elbow. Mikey goes defensive for the corner, both of them run a little bit wide though. Mikey gets a better exit. But Blue Flag will have the slipstream. Down the Cromwell straight we go. 0.4 of a second is the gap. Joker has closed on these guys by about a second and a half. Which is impressive, but not enough. Now brake late for the chase then. As Mikey get it stopped and turned. Mikey a little bit wide there again. Allows Blue Flag to just close in once again. They now head up towards Murray's corner. Blue Flag looking to the inside. Not close enough though to make a move. Just trying to unsettle Mikey there, but he gets a nice run there through Murray's corner. Blue Flag getting all sorts of shaky there. The back end steps out. Mikey over the grass. Up to Hell corner then. 3 laps to go. We're on lap 48 now of 50. Back end getting loose again as Blue Flag trying to get the power down early. Mikey just pulls a car length or so away, defending the inside line. Blue Flag into the slipstream, then 0.3 of a second is the gap and closing. Under the bridge we go, getting close to Quarry corner. Mikey now starts to move over to open the angle up for the corner. Blue Flag closes in on the brakes. No way through. And then very difficult now to overtake over the mountain without a big mistake then. Into the cutting we go, Mikey nice and tight then. Blue Flag looking for the line. Mikey runs a little bit wide on the exit though. And Blue Flag just pulls half a car length back. Through Reed Park we go. Into Sulman then down the dip. Car bottoms out, apex and back up against the wall before McPhillamy. Oh, Mikey's wide there on turning. And Blue Flag right with him as they get to Skyline. Down then into the S as we go. Blue Flag taking different lines there, trying to give a bit of air on the front of that car. Mikey again a little bit wide. Oh, Blue Flag with a big snap. Big snap gathers it up well. Into Forest Elbow then a little bit wide then. Just lost his rhythm there. Mikey pulls a couple of car lengths away then. Gets out of slipstream range for the time being. Up front then Zom on his way up to Quarry. He's caught Stu for now. Gonna go past him. Jonesy heading up the mountain straight. T. Smith now comfortably in P3. Mikey on the grass again. I'll let blue flag close back in again. So they're going to start the penultimate lap of the race. Juka continues taking time out of that group ahead, but needs a big off from both of them, really. Derek there keeping him honest in P7. Odon's a good early pace, but Odon run second and third early on. Finds himself in a bit of a lonely 8th, just ahead of Nobby Norris. Dusty Fossil comfortably now. Clear of Stouffer. Oh, Static Shock has hit the wall. Space Botter gets by him. Mikey then has put just a little bit more time into blue flag now. Meanwhile, coming down to the chase for the penultimate time. .8 miles to go. Tom starts the final lap of the season. If he can complete this lap, he is the champion. Mikey and blue flag still at it. Further back. Oh, Joker's had a spin. I think. Oh, maybe not. Nope. It was maybe just the camera angle to switch to him. Zom then through the cutting for the final time. Mikey's put some time then into blue flag. We'll go on board then with Zom for his victory lap. Through Repark. Dropping down into Salmons. Up to McPhillamy. No pressure. No need to push too hard. Down then through Skyline into the S's for the final time. Into the Dipper for the final time. Rise the bump. Gets up against those walls. And rolls it into Forest Elbow for the final time. Navigates that corner successfully as well. Another one ticked off. We're over the mountain and now we start to descend down the Conrod Straight for the last time. Mikey looks like he's got it sewn up at the moment. So I'm then heading in to the chase for the final time. Find your braking marker, brake late as you dare, down to second gear, gets it turned in, navigates that successfully. Under the Armour Bridge for the last time, look for the braking markers on the right hand side for Murray's Corner, brake down to second gear, and with that, it's all over. It's back-to-back titles for Zom. He wins the race, he wins the championship. Jonesy gave it all he could, but Zom was just too good on his day. Proving difficult, but that should be the Pro Class win for Jonesy. T. Smith then coming around through the chase for the final time, filling in for Mapman. Round the final corner he comes, lights the rears up and crosses the line then for a well fought for podium. Third place for him then. Mikey has prevailed in the battle for fourth. Blue flag has just dropped away on this last lap. So Mikey then at one of the toughest tracks on the calendar. A very good drive there from him into P4. Blue flag rounds off the season with a P5. I'm sure he'll be glad to see the back of that Audi, as will this man. He came into this week leading the Pro category. Unfortunately, some drama after his first stop means Joker, for only fourth in class, means I think he will be pipped for the Pro Class title, and Derek comes home in P7. Then Odon and Nobby Norris are battling over 8th and 9th. Odon's out of fuel again for the second time. Odon's out of fuel in this race. I think he tried to get out of Nobby's way. Nobby wasn't sure what happened. But what a drive from Nobby Norris as well. Out of the final corner, and I think, as things stand, Nobby Norris is going to win the AM category title. So both of the class category titles that were still up for grabs are going to change hands on the last race then. Dusty Fossil is pushing Odon around. Where is Stufer? Oh, Stufer's already finished because he's a lap down. Odon gets P8, Dusty Fossil P9. And it's victory then. So Zom is pole sitter, race winner, fastest lap of the race then. Absolute clean sweep from him, and with it wraps up the title in emphatic fashion. All the hard work that was done over the last 9 weeks, this was just the icing on the cake from him then. He is victorious then. Pro-Am class winner, Pro-Am class champion, overall class champion as well. Jonesy coming home P2 wins the Pro category with that result as well. He is the Pro class winner. Then Mikey, great drive from him to finish in 4th because T. Smith was 3rd, but he's left the lobby already. Blue Flag coming home P4 then. In the end, not able to overhaul Mikey at the end. Joker gets P6, Derek P7, Nobby P8, and with it the AM class win and the AM class title, I believe, as well. Odon gets 9th overall. It was 10th for Dusty Fossil, 11th for Stufer, 12th for Face Potter, 13th for Static Shocker. The 2 retirements for Glyn, whose wheel disconnected on him. Dane, who we saw crash out early on as well. T. Smith has left the lobby a bit early, that's why he has been put back down to P15. So then, that is GT2 Season 33 over and done. Congratulations to Zom, to Jonesy, to Nobby Norris. I believe they're the titles. In terms of the point standings, we'll have to get the math on that. Do we want to go again? Absolutely not. I don't even want to watch that again. That was a long hard race. Something to look forward to tomorrow. But thank you very much to everybody in the stream. As always, if you haven't really liked the stream, please do so before you go. Thank you everybody who's tuned in every week. I hope that the action has entertained you as much as it's entertained me over the season. Tonight was a little bit more placid compared to other weeks, but still some good battles in there. Some good performances in Bathurst. A very tricky circuit to master. So well done to those who got it home to the flag then. So we'll have a couple of weeks break. And then we're back with season 34. The details are out. But we do have the small matter of GT1 to wrap up tomorrow. And as I touched on earlier, we have a dead heat going into the final week. Rose and Rom tied on points. So winner takes all between those two. So the season 34 details, as I mentioned, came out last weekend, and they are as follows. And we have a mixed grid of Group 4 cars, front-engined rear-wheel drive. So a selection of cars to choose from then. So the drivers will be picking one of those for the sprint races. And then the feature races will be in the Porsche 992, the newest 911. Everybody in the same car then. So we'll also be bringing back the cross-divisional teams, because people do like working together with their teams. So looking forward to get back to something a little bit more old school idea-wise. This season has been a challenge. I do like the Pro-Am and Am category split. The car choices weren't perfect this season. I think the pros have made it abundantly clear that the car was a bit of a pig. So we do apologise. That didn't quite work out as intended. But we'll try and focus. We get it right next time. But of course, don't need to worry about that next season. Just got to make sure you pick your car, the right car for you, from the list for the Group 4 races, everybody in the Porsche. Of course, it was recently announced that with Le Mans coming up next week, 4 more hypercars are coming to the game with this month's update. The Ferrari 499, the BMW M, the Peugeot 9X8, and the Porsche 963 joining the already released Toyota GR010. So we have 5 current hypercars on the game, and that will make up Season 35. Yes, we've already got Season 35 planned out. Look at us being all proactive and stuff. And then I think maybe even have Season 36 information sorted. Let's have a look. Where are we? Is it here? It's here somewhere. Can't remember what the next season was. Anyway, I think it was the Nations Cup again. But I can't remember the details. I don't know what the details about that. Anyway, by the by, thank you very much for everybody for tuning in, for watching, for taking part. If you liked us, please like the stream. Join FTRL. Come race with us. We always want more. But yeah, that's GT2 over and done. GT1 tomorrow night. Please join Joker. He will guide you through our season finale. And all that's left to say is good evening and good night. Thank you very much. Goodbye.